2.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to Two Nobodies with the Mic, episode 184. Guys, welcome to Two Nobodies podcast. It is Wednesday afternoon, August 12th, 2026. How's everyone doing, guys? We are live on YouTube. We are live on Instagram. We only have one rule on this show, and that is not to be a loser, because we're going to talk some gambling. We're going to go over we're gonna break down Raiders schedule. I've seen so who was it anyway? We'll get into it. Some dude had at 12 wins. I've seen 3 wins. I've seen all kinds of crazy shit. Rafa and I and Eddie are going to give our prediction on Raiders schedule. They kick off the season tomorrow night against the Cardinals.
The preseason.
Preseason.
It's the fucking season. I don't want to fucking hear it. My eyes will be glued to the TV. We're going to talk Lakers selling the team. We're going to talk Dodgers. We might get into some college football. We're going to have a good time, man. That being said, let's welcome in Rafa the Guru, man. What up, man? The one who sees all, the one who knows all. What up?
What up?
Dude, you look great. Can you wear the backward visor? Is that
I can wear whatever the fuck I want. So
Rafa, you ever done a backwards upside down visor?
no, but I could. I should.
That's the move.
But I think that's only a beach volleyball move.
Ooh.
I think it's also 7-on-7 football.
Yeah, that too. That too.
Oh, yeah. Like your flag? 1000%.
Yeah.
Good call, Eddie
That
Money.
too. And everybody knows I was the Peyton Manning of flag football. So
Whoa. Wow. That's a bold statement, man.
there's stats to back it up, Eddie. There's a website.
Just because you have a big forehead, dude. How about Vinatieri's speech? I cried all day Sunday. Well, first, let's introduce executive producer. I think he's in Las Vegas in a time portal, 2010. I think we've said Gold Coast, maybe. Rafa, what up, man?
What up, man?
The Wi-Fi looks a little gritty there, but dude, do me a favor. Put 50 on after the show's done. Walk over to the counter and put 50 on Mendoza MVP to win $1 million.
Jesus Christ.
We're gonna get into it, man.
I'd rather just hand that out.
You just want to kick me in the balls and I'll hand you 50 bucks. But guys, we're about to have a lot of fun. And if you don't know how this show works, the more that you guys participate and talk shit and ask questions, the more fun we have. So we highly condone talking shit on this show. It's one of our favorite things to do, and this is why we started it, because talking shit is fun. Talking sports is fun. Gambling and scrambling is fun. So let's get into it, man. Our first segment of the show is always You Are Fired. And this is your chance. If something's been pissing you off in the sports world, or you just want to give flowers to something in the sports world, we want to hear from you. So go ahead, reach out. Eddie Money will put your comments up. You'll get your 30 seconds of fame. And we're going to run it, man. Who wants to start off with You Are Fired? I will.
You can go.
Okay. So I forgot who posted this, but I'm sort of piggybacking your Get a Grip, Rafa, from our other community podcast. I forgot. You know what? I now remember my buddy Mark McMillan. Mark, who lives in Vegas. He does the pregame and postgame for the Raiders on I believe CBS over there in Vegas. He sent me this video, and I think I sent it to you, Eddie Money. I don't know if we could play it. That'd be cool if we could play it, just so you guys could get sort of what I'm talking about. But Mark played, and Mark 5'5" played in the NFL.
No,
for
everyone's
I'll say
doing
this.
it. Have
There
you
you go.
danced to a trend and shit? And it's like, bro, your dad would beat your ass if he saw this.
Have you seen the clips of like the Bama players in like the
Yeah.
2010s?
Let's go. We Bama, that's what we do. Yes, sir. They scared. We ain't talking no shit. We running in their house. We blowing that bitch up and we going home.
They look like intimidating grown men.
Yeah.
And now you have these TikTokers
TikTokers.
you know, doing their dances, which, you know what? They're having fun, whatever. But that's just the difference in the culture of football in
The games
the early
evolved.
2000s,
The kids are
2010.
the kids have evolved. It is fruity as fuck to do TikTok dances in the locker room in full uniform if you play D1 and up.
That's not a hot take.
Really? Because
Okay. So Rafa, you get where I'm going with this, right? Like, dude, why is this become a thing? What's happening to our society? This is football, the man's man game, the violent game. I mean, dude, I got chills watching that Alabama speech in 2010 where they're trying to kill you. It's just I don't like where this is going. We need, and I don't know how we're gonna do it, Rafa or Eddie. I don't know how we're gonna change the culture around to being masculine again. You know, this whole toxic masculinity bullshit is another reason that we started Two Nobodies, Rafa. And I just, it's a public announcement, man. Guys, stop doing this stupid, shit on TikTok. Be a killer, man. Jack Tatum, Chuck Cecil, Ronnie Lott, Ed Reed. I know our boy Ray Lewis did a little dance, but that by no means was feminine when Ray did that slide and came out and then killed 3 people. Actually, that's horrible.
Wow,
Rewind. Take that
Wow,
back. What I meant to say.
Wow, he was.
Starting off with a banger, I see.
Wow.
Hurt 3 people on the football field. Wow. Freudian slip. But you guys, stop doing TikTok dances on tee boxes or in locker rooms. Please. Por favor. Help us
Yeah,
out.
it's crazy.
You agree, right, Rafa?
Yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible, but that's the masculinity, the masculinity of young men now. Gay.
It is, May. It is. And there's worse ones. They're doing that shit in basketball. I mean, there's who's that Duke? Well, now he's not at Duke anymore.
Jared
That
McKay.
what? Yes. Wow. That shit's wild. Like, dude, it's almost just put a wig on and become a freaking I don't even
I think
know.
he was gonna announce that he was gonna enter the WNBA draft at some point.
Dude, okay. I'll let someone take on, because that was also gonna be a firing of mine, and that's the hot topic, right? I wanted to fire the Fever coach. The Fever coach also came out today defending all players, not just her 2 players who get banged up the most. She defended homegirl that almost, broke Cunningham's neck off. Like, how do you defend her?
The thing
Defend
is
your
that-
own player.
So that'll lead to my firing, Eddie. I'm gonna fire that bitch. And the problem with that is that she's making it emotional and letting her emotions instead of her being an actual head coach. Because no matter what, a head coach, a manager, whatever it is, you stand up for your players, right or wrong. Right or wrong, whatever the fuck it is, right or wrong, you still stand up for your player. And she hasn't stood up for her players, or at least the one player
2
hasn't stood up for her because, well, Caitlin's a little different, but she's not standing up for Cunningham because you can clearly see that she doesn't. She has a problem with her views, right?
Yeah.
And which is fine. You can have differences because you have a team of whatever it is, 12 NBA players, 12 WNBA players, 53 men on a fucking sideline. Not everybody's going to have the same views on everything. Nobody's going to have the same view, period. But the head coach still comes out. The manager, your baseball manager, they still come out and defend you no matter what. And she's let her emotions and her personal views on a topic get the better of her and not defend her player. And her using a bullshit, oh, I didn't see it and this and that. And she's gotten so much shit about it that if she wasn't the number one team in the East at this point, I believe is what that is, and they're the highest scoring team in the league. If they weren't that, they might have, maybe had her step down or something. I don't know. But because she obviously came out today or yesterday or whatever the fuck it was and made a statement about it, which means she's getting shit and she's kind of blaming it on people's social media. No, it's anyone who's played sports, who enjoys sports, who watches sports, that they're letting you know that you're not defending your player. Doesn't matter what her views are, defend the player that's on your fucking team, no matter what.
Yeah.
So for me, she's fired.
I agree. Eddie Money, what's the player's name? The chick with the one that's doing the hacking, and then goes on as soon as she gets to the locker room, goes on and says white privilege. The blame should be on her. First of all, she's assaulted someone on freaking national television. Then
she's made those plays before, and they've she's made those blocks and yada yada yada. She hit her across the. It's clearly a flagrant 2. That's not a problem. Let's just get over it. There's no need for her to send that tweet, and that was just stupid. So, but at the end of the day, you still need to defend your player, and she didn't. And so, Eddie, there's a comment in the chat.
Oh shit!
By a certain somebody who is patting himself on the back, and while he's patting himself on the back, I'm going to unpat his back because I'm going to remind him of a same point that he made 1 year prior.
Put that comment up. Put that comment up, Eddie. Sorry to interrupt.
Put that comment up. This man's going to jump in this chat right out the gate. The man has been non-existent in group chats around the globe and on this podcast, and all of a sudden he wants to come on here, pat himself on the back. I'm going to fire and promote the Vikings for drafting J.J. McCarthy and also proving my point I made 2 years ago. Well, listen, brother, I love that you made that point 2 years ago, but I'm going to go back a year prior when you sat on a couch on this podcast and banged and kicked your legs talking about AR-15 and yada, yada, yada. And that man has zero expectations. At least JJ had some sort of expectation. You're also the dude that swore AR-15 was that dude going into the draft, and he was not. So I'm going to pat you on the back, and then I'm going to smack you in the back of the head for the other comment. Good shit, though.
Eddie Money, I remember me. I plead the fifth. Okay, listen, Hawks. I was going to say that was me more than you, but you're going Fauci on us. So man, that says everything. Pleading the fifth just basically pleads guilty in our book. In our book.
100%.
Oh, show. Eddie Money, you got a firing.
I have a hiring today. So Russell Westbrook had announced that he's retiring online, and I just want to give some kudos to his career in totality. I feel like for me, he was like the most explosive point guard that I had ever watched for so long, and he sustained it pretty well. Unfortunately, he didn't get his ring that I feel like everyone wants to see like a long-standing vet get, but I'll forever remember trying to get his mohawk when he was on the Olympic team, because that's when I realized I didn't have his type of hair.
That's what you realized?
That's exactly when I realized.
Wow.
That's kind of crazy.
Wow.
Russell Westbrook, right? I want to say, no, was it Crossroads or Lennox? No, Crossroads was the other UCLA point guard. He was a lightning rod, and a lot of people. I know Rafa was a big proponent. I was sort of a hater. I was of the stance that he sort of brought down the prestige of a triple double. And I think I've come around on that, because the one thing that you can say about Russell is that he was going 110 miles an hour at all times. And so were his jump shots that never got any arc on them. also going 110 miles an hour. Oh god, that was horrible. Fucking man retired. I'm still fucking throwing darts at him, but I will give him credit. He was always, and for what I know, he was actually, people say he was a great teammate. He wasn't great with the media. He he was sort of standoffish at times, but career-wise, and if you're gonna go point guards, I think you got to put Russell in top 10. No, Rafa?
Top 5.
Whoa!
Top 5.
Whoa!
Top 5.
Top 5.
Top 5.
Okay, well, let me just go off the dome here now. I got Magic 1, John Stockton 2, Steph 3.
What? Finish the list. Finish the list.
That's
clip this whole fucking thing.
Okay. Steph 3. I'm gonna go at 4. Can I say AI, a point guard?
Of course, why not?
Okay, AI 4. And then I'm going to go. No, I'm not gonna say Peyton. Am I at 4 or 5? I'm at 5. Let's go. Oh, this is tough. Damn it. I'm trying to not say Russell Westbrook at 5. Help me out, anybody. Give me another point guard.
Who is your number 2, by the way?
John Stockton.
It's a trash list, fam.
Oh my god. You could, I mean, if you want, you could go Oscar Robertson, CP3,
Oscar
Steve Nash.
Oscar Robinson, top 5. So top 5, Magic, Stockton, Steph, 4. Who did I go at 4 again? Rafa?
The list is so trash that you don't even remember. That's the problem.
Oh wait, you're forgetting Jerry West.
Bro,
Jerry West, not a point guard.
You know what the problem? You know what the problem is with Russell Westbrook? Zero fucking problems. The problem is you guys who actually think that he was a bad player as he got older. Dude, the minute Durant left, he won the MVP. Okay, and I say he's top 5 all time, and I'll give you 5, and you can put him in whatever fucking order you want. Steph Curry, Magic Johnson, Allen Iverson, Steve Nash, and Russell Westbrook. You can put those however the fuck you want. You can't put Oscar Robertson out there because Russell Westbrook averaged a triple-double more than once, more than twice. He made the triple-double like what Eddie said. I disrespected the triple-double. You disrespected it because he made it look so easy. Oh, he's stat padding. No, he's not stat padding. Watch the end of a game where he misses a jumper. He gets his own rebound, passes the ball. His shooter misses a 3. He goes out, grabs that offensive rebound again, and gets a layup for another teammate. That's how good Russell Westbrook was. And people tend to forget about it. He carried that Thunder team when Durant left. Okay, listen, and they lost everything, basically.
Yeah.
So for people to knock his career and say he wasn't this and he wasn't that because they're remembering the Russell Westbrook that was on the Wizards or the Lakers or whatever shit team he was on, Russell Westbrook on the Oklahoma City Thunder was a top 5 player in the league, and he's a top 5 point guard all time. Oof. So that's my opinion.
All right. Well, it's America. This is America, and you can have your opinions. Eddie Money, do you want to give your top 5 point guards? And don't say Jerry West because you'll get trashed. Jerry West was not a point guard.
On Google, it says he was both, so I'm gonna just.
Well, in that case, I'm putting LeBron.
No. By the way, Jacob said Prime Russ arguably better than Prime Steph. There, I said it. But Michael Brown said a top 5 player can't have a nickname like Westbrook.
He only had that nickname because you morons didn't watch the games where he. Listen, dude, he wasn't a shooter. He's not a. Russell Westbrook wasn't a shooter. Steph Curry is a shooter. That's a different player. Steve Nash, yeah, he had a better jumper than him. Chris Paul, he had a better jumper than him. But as a better he's a better rebounder. He's obviously a better teammate. He's a better closer than those guys because he had to close by himself. Kevin Durant left him there, and he won the fucking MVP. He's finished top 5 in MVP voting, 4 or 5 times? And then he adapted to his role as a 6th man to close his career. The guy averaged 15 points a game last year.
Okay.
You think at his age, a player like Chris Paul, Steve Nash, John Stockton, all those fucking old turds that you named, could they put up 15 points at age of 37 with 5 or 6 boards? No. He finished his career averaging 20 points, almost 7 rebounds a game, and 8 assists. That's what he finished his career with. And you're going to sit here and insult him and call him Westbrook is a fucking joke.
Okay, listen. You can't get away from it. Michael Brown is right. Here's the problem with Westbrook and him deserving the name Westbrook, because none of those players you mentioned have highlight after highlight hitting the side of a backboard, trying to bank a shot in. It wasn't once. It was often where he was so far off. It was insane. So,
you know what? It's a give and take. I don't think any other point guard has a tomahawk dunk highlight tape like Russell Westbrook does. So I'll take that as a win.
Bro, the guy averaged over 10 dimes a game 5 fucking times. He averaged over 10 rebounds a game 4 times. That's average for an entire fucking season. Any one of those guys that you named, check if they did that. Check if they did that.
I know Oscar might have, but yeah.
Bro, the guy averaged 31, 10, and 10 and won the MVP. 31, 10, and 10.
Yeah, what's up? Happy Wednesday, Michelle. Michael Brown's coming after Jacob. Michael Brown's coming after you.
Michael Brown is also coming after Dodger Stadium for going corporate and still charging $21 a beer. And Rafa is saying that he looks like he has a flashlight on his head.
I didn't want to hammer Mike on this point earlier because he threw it in the group chat crying about the $21 beers and his $36 double that he had to buy for his wife. I didn't want to come after him in the group chat because I knew he was going to come on here, so I can do it on here. Bro, listen, you're a fan. You were a Yankees fan, first of all. So you're kind of a half-ass Dodger fan. I'm throwing it out there. So 100%. You can't be a Yankee fan and then all of a sudden.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Deadass. You can't be a Yankees fan and then you fall in love with the girl down the street who's a diehard Dodgers fan and you become a Dodger fan. Say, little bitch, you heard it here first.
Whoa!
Wow! You're now crying about paying $60 whatever fucking dollars for a drink while also celebrating that your team is by far the most dominant shit that you've seen in your favorite sport since guess when? When you were a Yankees fan. So don't talk shit, Mike.
And listen, I went to the game. Okay, we went to the game together, and I sat next to him, and the venom coming out of this man's mouth. The venom coming, it was like a spitting cobra, Rob. It was like the spitting venom at Diaz. If they're gonna don't put a Puerto Rican in, dude, talking shit about Puerto Ricans and Puerto Rican closers, and right there, I'm sitting right next to him. You know, he was just
like if you're not Puerto Rican.
True colors were shown.
Yeah, and his wife is Puerto Rican too. There's some underlying frustration there with Puerto Ricans. It probably has a lot to do with me and my daughter, and he's taking it out on Edwin Diaz. Let me just tell you that right now, okay? Okay, Rafa? It's just, Michael, take it out on the right people. Take it out on me and Brianna, not on Edwin Diaz, okay? But, yeah, we had a good time. Drinks are crazy. But that's you're fired unless we're done with that, right? And my kids. Yeah, you know what? That's a good point. I left out your Puerto Rican children. That is a cause for frustration for sure. Yeah, my grandkids went to their first day of school a couple days ago. Shout out to Mia and Micah. Love you guys. But now let's get into the Dodgers. Dodgers sell
Lakers sell.
Lakers sell. Mark Walter, owner of the Dodgers, sells the Lakers for $12 billion. Almost like he rolled it over like in an IRA. He had it for 12 months. sold it for $12 billion. Now,
He made
it's a
$2.5 billion in a year.
it's yeah, pretty good investment. But the snowball, Rafa, that is the rumor mill. Well, first of all, Mark Walter is under investigation, part of the Guggenheim Group. People say he needs to get liquid, right? That's pretty fucking liquid. That's like Atlantic Ocean liquid, $12 billion. But people are now speculating. Oh shit, what's going to come out in this investigation? Is he now going to have to sell the Dodgers? And if the Lakers sold for $12 billion, what the hell would the Dodgers sell for at this point? I feel like, I mean, we've been there. The double I paid for was $49.99. I didn't pay for tickets. I spent over $200 on drinks just for me. What would the Dodgers sell for? And then people are just trying to connect the dots. They have the red yarn on the board. Now, if the Dodgers sell, does Ohtani get out of his contract? I mean, the panic is endless with the Dodgers.
Who said that stupid ass shit? Because Ohtani,
I saw it on a post.
Bro, a contract's a contract. It doesn't matter who the owner of the team is. A contract's a contract. You can't go back and whatever.
Yeah.
So he's under investigation for federal loan fraud or something like that for like $16 billion. So, you know, he might have to pay that back or whatever. Or who knows what it's going to end up being.
Yeah.
But the better question is, Eddie, the Lakers sold for $12 billion. What are the Knicks going to sell for? Because the Knicks are also, I believe, up for sale. So that's also a thing. I don't think he has to sell the Dodgers, but they maybe buy him out of his partnership or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, who knows? But it's always a panic here with the dumbass Dodger fans. It's fucking crazy, dude. Like, I don't understand. Like, what more do you guys need? Now you're just getting to a point where you're getting obnoxious and stupid and crying about bullpen and this and that in August when you do the same shit every year and year after that. And guess what happens? World Series. Like, stop crying already. Because that's why people probably hate you guys. That's probably why they hate you, because it's like, oh yeah, we're crying, our bullpen sucks.
We need Babe Ruth. We need Babe Ruth.
Yeah.
Bring him back from the dead. Get Ted Williams' head out of the freezer. Let's fucking what's that when you generate that fucking not AI generate them, but fucking put
Clone
some hard yeah, let's do something, man. Come on. We know we can.
The Dodgers
he cut
don't
out.
need it.
Yeah. We need Ted Williams. I'm sorry. But yeah, we went to the Dodger game. Dodger game was great. Ohtani being Ohtani, Max Muncy. We went to that game again. Muncy is proving me wrong every day. I feel bad. I talk so much shit about him. But they're printing money over there, Rafa. They're printing money, and I got a lot of shit next on the hook for all of Ohtani's. Dude, if they don't, yeah, so what I heard with that, Michael Brown just put next owner on the hook for all of Ohtani's deferred money, though. What I heard with Ohtani's deferred money is not that they're not paying it. They're putting that money in some kind of index account, making 12%, and we'll have that and then some. Bobby Bonilla is still getting paid by the Mets, by the way. No one's sweating Ohtani's deferred money. If you are, then that's ridiculous, because trust me, I heard the Dodgers make $3 million in alcohol sales every freaking game.
Yeah, Mike bitched about that for sure. So we know he was heavily involved in that. Thanks, Mike.
Yeah, thanks, Mike. What else you guys got?
Let's get on some fucking NFL talk. NFL fucking.
Oh, hold on. Just one thing. Okay, and Eddie Money, I think I sent you. I want to go over this. We have an NFL talk, but LeBron is dropping his new shoe, and raise your hand if you've had a pair of LeBrons in your life.
I have.
I have.
Really?
I didn't buy them. I will say I didn't buy them though. I was gifted them, so it wasn't my choice.
I still have the LeBron ones.
I think I had like 1s or 3s or something, and I really liked them, but I wanted to just go over it. And they look pretty nice, Eddie Money. They look pretty nice. I'm not a LeBron guy, but I just wanted to do a quick top 5 NBA. Pretty nice, right?
Yeah, they actually don't look bad.
Yeah, a little Kobe-esque. You think?
100%. Greatest basketball shoe of all time.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
Well,
look at that shit. That's the thing where you start saying stupid shit.
he said it. He said it in the chat.
Kobe
I
is
said-
the greatest basketball shoe of all time on the court.
To play in?
Yes.
Yeah, no lie. I agree with you. To play in.
to play
Yeah.
in. Okay, but let's go top 5 NBA player brands. And I'm going Jordan, Kobe. I'm gonna go AI. I love the Ewings. Ewings were a big thing for me.
And then you do shit like that. That's the thing. When you do shit like that.
I love. Listen, that's
I
my
can't
era.
lie, Eddie. I didn't know Ewing had a shoe until you said it in the chat.
Yeah, they said Ewing on the tongue.
Yes,
Pull those up,
I-
Eddie Money, so you can see how ugly they are.
they were, but that was my shit. I wasn't even a Ewing fan. And then the Georgetown, the gray and blue, they were dope, man. And then I'm gonna go with Durantula.
Jacob said, "You are so old."
I
This is
am
bad.
old, man. What do you want me to do? And then I'm
Eddie,
gonna
this
go,
is your favorite shoe of all time. This is in your top 5 right
Look at that shit. No, there's a worse one than that. There's one worse than
I'm
that.
looking at that's like the older one, very
That's like
original.
that's a good colorway, actually. There might be one worse than that.
Nah, dude, can you
I'll
see
show-
yourself?
Okay, this is supposed to be a good. This is supposed to be a good one.
Yeah,
This is-
look at that.
Colorway is nice, but dude, you just have Ewing taking up
Dude.
50% of the shoe.
You can't see yourselves like with some baggy jeans and a
No,
puffy
no,
jacket in
No,
Brooklyn,
no,
rocking
go-
those
no,
shit.
dude, go put
Listening
on
to
British
some-
Knights.
Listening
Go
to
put
some
on
Wu
British
Tang.
Knights. Go wear some British Knights. What the fuck are you doing, bro?
I'd rather just
Listen,
wear some like
it's
Bo
my
Jacksons.
Top 5.
Top 5's
Oh
awesome.
yeah, but that's not it. All right.
Look,
Well,
top 5,
what's
I'm
your
gonna give
top?
you my top 5. Top 5 player shoe. Top 5 player shoe is Kevin Durant 5, Charles Barkley 4, Kobe Adidas 3, Kobe Nike 2, Jordan number 1.
Ooh, kind
That's
of a fire
brand.
list.
That's Brent.
No
Right.
AI.
No, I thought Charles' shoe, the Nike shoes, I thought the CB4 and then the CB34 before that, I thought was a better shoe than the Iverson. And I had the first AI shoe.
I was thinking about Barkley. Barkley was right there because I did love those shoes.
This man said Ewing.
I-
This man said Ewing.
I need to see what a Barkley shoe looks like.
Oh, CB4 white with the orange air bubble
Oh, these are nice.
fire. They had
Let's
a
see
few.
'em.
There's yeah, pull them up.
I'm getting called out on my oldness.
I could.
Yeah.
No, and there's find a better shoe than that. There, check out the CB34. Really nice.
Yeah, man.
Oh, dude, the Shaqs were awful.
The Shaqs were awful.
Oh,
They
the
so-
white with the black and looked like the fuck was supposed to be like a fucking net. That shoe, that was my
Yeah,
shoe. 8th grade.
man.
Rock
Dope.
that motherfucker right there, 8th grade.
Dope. Man, I'd rock that shit right now. Is there no quarter top? That ain't
By the
quarter
way,
top.
and I went Durant. I went Durant, but I should have gone Penny. I should have gone. I should be actually Penny, Charles, Adidas, Kobe, Jordan number 2, and Nike Kobe should be number 1.
Oh, I knew it. Yeah.
Yeah, these are solid. I could see these.
Yeah,
A lot of the shoes back then have like similar shape. Like they all have that like chunky look.
That's how I feel. That's how I feel with the Kyrie shoe with the Kobe kind of mixed in a little bit, and some of the Durant shoe. So-
Yeah, Kobe started that wave with the low and mid top.
Yeah, like I like the Kobe Elite shoe and the Durant Elite shoe, which was almost similar when they
Yeah, I
came
think
out.
I have to say my favorite basketball shoe of all time is Kobe 6s with the snakeskin on it.
Yeah,
show,
yeah.
show
Great
some
shoe.
of your Kobe's. I don't remember Kobe Adidas.
What? That was
You don't
first
remember
Kobe?
that? That was his first Kobe.
Yeah, I can't.
Here, I'll show you.
They look
Although
like-
he did make one of the ugliest shoes of all time with Adidas.
Let's
I'll
see
show
it.
you those first.
That's the fucking convertible top.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that thing is awful. It looks like a space shoe almost.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, 100% awful.
Yeah,
The first
One of the
Kobe
worst.
Adidas was fire though, which cements Kobe Adidas as a top 3.
yeah. These are nice. Bad angle, but these are nice.
Hey,
That's a great
Yeah.
shoe.
what the
Great
fuck
shoe.
is that? It looks
It's a
like
great shoe.
I'm gonna put some graham crackers in between and make a fucking s'more out of those.
Eddie, you are
Eddie,
removed.
I can't take your
conversation.
opinion.
You are removed from this conversation when you said Ewing. Crazy.
Oh God! All right. Well, listen. That's
This one right here,
Yeah, let's
best
do that.
basketball shoe of all time.
The Grinch.
100%.
Yeah.
I wear these every Christmas.
What would they run right now if I wanted to get some?
Definitely a couple hundred, maybe like 4 or 5.
Shit, that's wild. That's wild. All right. Well, let's get on to some NFL, man. Let's do fucking foosball. We are right in the thick of it. I'm on episode 2 of Hard Knocks. Hard Knocks is still the GOAT. They did a whole thing, Rafa, on spin rate and quarterback, and Sam Darnold has the highest spin rate, and he talks about it, and they just showing his spirals in freaking slow motion. I get mesmerized. There's nothing better not on NFL Network or NFL Films when they do that extra slow mo on the football, just rising with that tight spin. It gives me chills every fucking time. And Sam has the highest spin rate in the NFL. Sam can spin it, man. But it's great, Rafa. I know you don't want to watch it, but damn it, Rafa, you would love it, even if it is in Seattle. It's just great. It's great. And so what are we going to talk about, man? Tomorrow we have official kickoff. There's going to be like a shitload of games. We have Cardinals. Can we run through the schedule really quick? I know we have Cardinals, Raiders. I was going to fire Rafa. I was going to pre-fire the overreaction from tomorrow, whether good or bad. Like, if Fernando looks good, start him. If he looks bad, bust. Either way, there will be an overreaction tomorrow on Fernando, and I was going to fire people, and I was going to do 2 clips, whether he was good or bad. But Michael Robinson was at Raiders camp, and he was quoted as saying, Rafa, that it is going to be hard not to start Fernando Mendoza week 1.
I
That's
don't understand that
I
take.
don't either.
Like
I
you're
don't
literally
either.
throwing out there. You have what I listen, and everybody wants to mentally jerk themselves off, all the fan bases, and believe that their team has an actual chance every year.
How do you mentally jerk yourself off like that?
It's a fucking mental fucking jerk off. It's in Cuba. It's called paja mental. That's what it's called. Paja mental. All the Raiders fans, and there's a shitload of teams like that where it's like, oh yeah, we got a chance this year. No, you don't. I'm gonna tell you right now, Raiders fans, you have 0 chance this year. Do you understand that? You're the 4th best team in your fucking division, let alone the conference. So don't throw this kid out there and ruin his fucking confidence week 1, 2, 3, 4 while he's getting fucking pummeled behind your shit offensive line and your 0 weapons you have on the outside, because we know how good Bowers is, right? So other than that, the kid really has nothing to throw to. So let Kirk Cousins and his $20 million guaranteed for the first season go out there, take his shots, throw some balls, make some plays, maybe win a game or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, and call it a season. Okay, because all these fans that believe because they got the number 1 pick and it's a quarterback, oh, we got to start them right away. Listen, Jaden Daniels, I already alluded to it. He fucking fell real quick, right? And he was hurt or whatever. You're not getting Jaden Daniels year 1. You're not getting there. And they weren't in a division as good as this. This division, the 3 quarterbacks in this division, as much as Eddie wants to hate on Patrick Mahomes and Bo Nix, and they're both coming off of injuries, those teams, head coaches, rosters are superior to your roster. So do not waste do not throw Fernando out there to do nothing. They're going to do nothing. Your schedule the first 8 or 9 weeks, I can see maybe 3 wins, and we're going to get to it. But I can maybe see 3 wins, maybe. So if you want to see Fernando, your best bet is to start off fucking 3-7 or 3-8, and then throw the kid out there afterwards and let him go. Or Kirk Cousins goes down early, and then you have no choice but to throw him out there. But for you to think that he's going to come out and trot out there and be the Lord and Savior of the Raiders in 2026, ending in 2027, it's not fucking happening. So stop giving yourself that illusion. And a lot of Raiders fans, oh, they think they're going to win 8 or 9 games. Be realistic. Be realistic.
Well, KGB on NFL Network or whatever channel he's on. Was it KGB?
He went on with Rich Eisen.
Yeah, Rich Eisen.
It was just stupid, and it was disrespectful, to be honest with you, to the teams in that division, that he believes that he's going to go. They're going to go in week 2 into to the Chargers and beat the Chargers. They have a better quarterback than you. They have better receivers. They have a great offensive line, which is supposed to be healthy. So don't be stupid and don't overreact. Eddie already said it. They're going to overreact tomorrow. It's going to be stupid.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be stupid, but I'm still excited to see it. Eddie Money, any other, I enjoy watching, first of all, you're going to see rookie quarterbacks. Some guys, I think, I forgot who said it. Like Rams never play starters at all. Like the whole fucking preseason. I think the Jets, Aaron Glenn, saying all his starters are playing.
Yeah, there's teams like Deshaun Watson's going to start the preseason opener. There's teams that their quarterbacks, it seems like they're going to go. Just the fact that the Chiefs come out and say that Patrick Mahomes wasn't going to play week 1 of the preseason, to me was kind of like, who even thought he was? Healthy or not,
yeah.
Who thought he was? I don't expect these guys to play, but are the Rams going to throw out Matthew Stafford out there preseason game 1? Like I don't know.
Hell no.
That would be stupid.
Notoriously, McVay doesn't play starters. What else? Any other big news? Well, we know finally the running back, sort of dominoes of contracts has fallen. And Gibbs is the highest paid running back of all time.
Well deserved.
He waited till Bijan signed his contract. Taylor inked his deal too, I believe. Did
I'm not sure, and I don't give a shit, to be honest with you, because they're running backs, with the exception of Gibbs, who's like the fucking Swiss Army knife. Bijan's great, but let's be real.
But
Gibbs is
Rafa, my point is this: 4 or 5 years ago, we had devalued the running back position like crazy, and it has made a comeback like we have never seen.
But look at the guys you just mentioned. Like you're talking about, they're arguably the best players on their team. Like Gibbs is one of the 2 or 3 best players on his team. Bijan is arguably the best player on his team, right? Like Jonathan Taylor, he's probably the best player on that team.
Mm-hmm.
So Saquon was the best player on his team when he wanted the deal. CMC, the same thing.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't think those other guys, like, you can rush for 1,200 yards this year, and I don't think you can try and hold out for Gibbs money, and you're not going to get it.
Yeah. Well, we had the Hall of Fame. I didn't see it live, but I recorded it. I watched it Sunday night. Adam Vinatieri, his speech was just freaking hilarious, man. He went after Belichick hard. He actually, you could tell, like he went after Peyton Manning. He went after
Right.
McAfee. He went after a bunch of people, but you can tell that he has animosity towards the Crafts and that organization. He did give Tom Brady a bunch of props, but he actually had the owner of the Colts who just died, his daughter. God, I'm so
Jim
bad
Irsay.
with Ursay's daughter come out, and she actually was the one who gave the speech to induct him into the Hall of Fame, which it showed a lot, man. It showed a lot, but the speeches were great. Roger Craig was very emotional. Fitzgerald, that dude is just all class. And then, Drew Brees, he went over Drew Brees. That speech to me was very, I'm going to run for governor of Louisiana very soon. It was good, but it was just too, I don't know. It was over the top for me. I know you didn't watch them, but I cried on almost every single one. But Roger Craig just announced during his speech, he didn't do his speech live. He recorded it because he's announced that he has a sort of a dementia that is dealing with a nerve dementia that is 1000% due to the concussions. I think at this point, you can't argue that, man. And it's very scary, man. And it's very personal for me. But it's a thing, man. And I'm not anyone to stand on a soapbox and tell people what to do and what not to do, but I wouldn't start my kids in tackle football too much later in life if that was something they were very passionate about. Kids develop at different ages, and there's a lot of shitty youth. 99% of youth coaches are shitty, and they're players that are trying to relive their shitty high school careers and like to see kids line up from 20 yards apart and hit each other as fast as they can. It's like, it's dumb. And it happens more than you guys think. And that's why I would really just not push my kids into tackle football until, maybe 8th grade and maybe even freshman year of high school. Because if they're studs, they're going to be the studs. And to see Roger Craig go through this and countless other NFL veterans go through this. I know the technology is better, Rafa, and a lot of things are better, but it's an issue, man. Sorry to go on that rant.
All good. Let's get to the Raiders schedule. I'm fucking excited to fucking just go through this.
Oh God, this is gonna be fun.
We can go through the roster too if you want, because it's crazy how bad it is.
Why? Because we have no receivers.
Oh, 0. Trey Tucker, buddy.
Jalen Naylor.
Oh yeah. That's the big dog.
All right. Let me pull this up real quick.
I'd rather done that than get Stephon Diggs or Brandon Ayuk. Is that fair?
That's stupid.
I don't think so. When you're trying to build a culture, you don't need idiots on your team. Sorry.
That's true too. All right, that's preseason, Eddie Money. You get to the real shit.
Yeah. All right, week 1 on my birthday, we got the Raiders at home playing against the Dolphins.
I mean, Dolphins literally are tanking this year. Come on.
Actually, before we do this one, where is your guys' overall guess on where the record will be since we are doing the Raiders full schedule?
I'm going to go 5 wins. I'm going to go 5 and yeah.
I'm with
You too,
Eddie.
Roman?
I think 5 and 12,
5 and 12.
5 and
All right.
12 max.
So
But the W in Miami, man. We should go, Rafa. I've never been to Miami. I really want to go.
Well, this game
this
is
is their home opener against the Dolphins.
Oh shit, that sucks. I'd rather have been to Miami.
All
What
right.
do you-
Week one, I'm giving them a win.
Okay.
So
Win,
1
win.
and 0, 1 and 1.
Week 2, they got a divisional matchup already
Loss.
in LA.
Loss.
Yeah, I'm gonna go loss as well. Although it's a home game.
Week 3 on the road
Loss.
again at the Saints.
Loss.
I'm gonna go win here for me. I know Saints are much improved, but
I'm gonna go loss.
yeah,
All right, week 4, home against the Chiefs.
Loss.
home against the Chiefs. You're gonna go loss. I'm gonna go win.
You're
Win.
3. You have them at 3 and 1. You said they're
I
gonna
know-
win
I know.
5 games. You have them at 3 and 1.
I know.
I have them at 1 and 3. Go ahead.
Week 5, on the road against the Patriots.
Loss. And when you morons watch this, Eddie Money's clipping this. So you morons, when you watch this, I don't care that they beat New England last year, week 1, and New England still got to the Super Bowl. You're losing. 1 and
Yeah.
4 after 5 weeks. Go on.
Week 6, at home against the Bills.
Eddie, you want to give them another miraculous win? Or
No. I have the Bills winning it all this year, man.
1 and 5 for me going into week 7.
All right. Into week 7, we are at home against the Rams.
Loss.
Yeah. Now you see why I put my wins early because there ain't many in between, man.
1 and 6 for me.
Week 8, on the road at the Jets.
I'm gonna go
Wow.
win here.
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna
give them a win, but I don't want to. 2 and 6.
Week 9, on the road at San Francisco.
Loss. 2 and 7 for me.
Yep. I gotta win. I mean,
Week
loss.
10, at home against Super Bowl champs, Seattle Seahawks.
Loss. 2 and 8.
Loss.
Week 11, on the road at Denver.
2 and
Loss.
9. I don't give a fuck what they've done against Denver the last 4 seasons.
Loss.
Last year was a shit show.
Week 12, on the road again at the Browns.
Oh man, I'm gonna give them a loss. Much improved Cleveland defense. 2 and 10.
I like that defense. This possibly could be a Mendoza start, but I'm gonna go loss here.
I'm gonna go loss. 2 and 10, and this will be 12 weeks in a row that they've now played.
Cleveland. It's really tough. It's gonna be really
Keep
tough.
that in mind. This will be their 12th game in a row.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah,
gonna go
bye's
loss.
got to be coming up soon.
Yeah.
Oh, there's their bye.
I'm gonna
Week
go
14,
loss on the bye.
week 14, home against the Chargers.
I think they lose that game as well.
I'm gonna go loss too. Chargers bring those tackles back. Watch out for draft Omarion Hampton, man.
I'm
All
at 2 and 11 right now.
Week 15, home against the Broncos.
Oh boy, I'm gonna go 2 and 12. Oh
I'm
my
gonna-
god!
I'm gonna go win here.
All right,
Week 16, at home against the Titans.
I'll give them this one.
I'll
I'll
go-
give them this one.
Okay.
I'm
I'm gonna
3
go-
and 12. I'm at 3 and 12 right now.
Week 17, on the road at Arizona.
I'm gonna give him a win. I'm gonna give him a win.
Shit.
Fernando's gonna be playing. He's gonna have 2 wins under his belt here. I'm gonna go win.
Me too.
And then end the season at Kansas City.
If Kansas City has to play, they lose this game. If Kansas City doesn't have to play, they will pick up their 5th win. So for me, 4 and 13, 5 and 12 is what it's going to be.
So yeah, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 7.
Oh boy,
Wait. I think I have an extra game in there though.
no, you
I-
don't. You
1, 2, 3,
thought a
4,
lot of
5,
wins.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. No, yeah. I got 7 wins, man. I'm being a little I'm trying to not have Raider fans crucify me.
Well, I'm going 4-13, 5-12. Will depend on if Kansas City has to play Week 18. If they don't have to play, then maybe the Raiders win that game.
Well, let's talk this division. The division is I'm going to say very good. You know, the Chargers made the playoffs last year, Rafa, with the literally worst offensive line, and only worse because their 2 first-round picks, Slater and Joe Alt, were injured. They drafted a guard. They got a free agent center. They have 2 outstanding tackles. Not too many teams have outstanding tackles at right and left. I think this is finally the offensive line that Jim Harbaugh has been wanting and needing to actually run his offense, JJ McCarthy style. And you know, I love McConkey. I love the defense. If Mario and Hampton can stay healthy, they're going to be right there. I think this division at the top with the Chargers, Kansas City, and the Broncos is right there with the rival NFC West as far as divisions go. So I think the Chiefs will have to. You want to play in Arrowhead, and this might be the last year or two. And I know they're building a different stadium, like in a different freaking state or something. And you want that home field advantage. So I believe Kansas City's going to really be struggling to get in there, win the division, and make the playoffs. I don't see Kansas City now I'm hearing reports that Patty looks great all of a sudden. That he looks really good.
Reports are gonna be reports, right?
Yeah.
Like we're always gonna hear he looks great because it's fucking Patrick Mahomes. Like he's always gonna look great, even if he doesn't look that great. People are gonna say he looks great. To me, I think the Raiders are so far off in this division. You mentioned the NFC West. Very similar, right? Like you have Arizona, which is a bottom feeder, right? And then the Raiders are basically a bottom feeder in this division. I think, to be honest with you, I think the Chargers are going to have the best offensive line in the league staying healthy. If they stay healthy, I think the Chargers have the best offensive line in the league. You name, those 2 superstar fucking tackles that they have. They added pieces. And to me, I think the Chargers actually win the division. I'm gonna say the Chargers win the division. I'm gonna say that Denver and Kansas City finish a game back, maybe 2 games back, right there. I think this is a division that can have 3 teams in the playoffs, and we can kind of say that because when we look at the other divisions, we know the AFC North, Pittsburgh, right? McCarthy's coming back. Rodgers' final season, he's already said it. How good can they be? The Ravens, we know how good they are. And then the Bengals, who we've seen them struggle since they got to the Super Bowl, where they've missed the playoffs, 3 years in a row, I believe. Can Burrow stay healthy? Can Chase stay healthy? Whatever. But when we're looking at the divisions, at least in the AFC, I think this division can put 3 in. I think it just kind of going, and then you throw the Ravens in there, and then the AFC East. And to me, I think the AFC South, I think it's just the Texans. I'm not going to give, the Colts.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones coming back. How good can he be? Listen, he was real good last year. He's the best he's ever been last year. Can he be that good coming back from an injury? We'll see. So I'm going to give this division 3 playoff teams. I think the Chargers win the division somewhere like, a 12-5, maybe even a 13-4, season. And then the other 2 teams right there with a 12-5 and 11-6 right in there. And I know, Mahomes coming back. Kelsey's probably his final season. Andy Reid, maybe his final season coaching as well. We'll see. But I think Kansas City falls in the 2 or the 3 there. I don't think they can win the division. Although, you know how good I think Patrick Mahomes is. So, but I'm going Chargers, Broncos, Chiefs in that order. And then the Raiders just completely out of it.
Oh, you don't have to say it so demonstratively. You could be nicer about it. Like we'll get there eventually.
Listen, the good thing is that the Raiders drafted a quarterback, right? And to me, all these Raider fans that may want him to play week 1, or some morons on radio shows that want him to play week 1, and they want to talk shit and kind of, oh, you drafted a number one quarterback and he's not playing, which we talked about was just super stupid
Yeah.
and just clickbait, right?
Clickbait.
It was ridiculous. But you and to me, if you're a Raider fan, why would you want to be 8-9 or 9-8 or 7-10? If you're a Raider fan, you want to be somewhere down near you either want to be in it or completely out of it. You're in the middle of the pack, and guess what? You're fucked.
I'm trying to get completely out of it, and we get Jeremiah Smith top 5.
100%. That's who you want because you need you don't have any depth at wide receiver. Your offensive line isn't great. So to me, if I'm a Raiders fan, I want to have a top 5 pick next year. I want to go out and be able to draft Jeremiah Smith and now have my second-year quarterback who maybe played 3 or 4 games to end the season. Maybe he got a couple wins late in the season against 2 really bad teams, and Tennessee might not be as bad as we think. But going into next season, get a couple wins under his belt, and then have a real receiver to throw to because these guys, Naylor, he had 25 catches last year. Like, that's Trey Tucker. What are we doing? Right? So,
Eddie, you're going to tell me you wouldn't be excited if you had Fernando Mendoza, Ashton Genty, Brock Bowers, and Jeremiah Smith?
Of course I'd be excited. You should be excited too. Don't be a Raiders homer and want them to believe when you're watching this post that they could win 8 or 9 games. You don't want that. You want them to be bottom feeders.
I'm telling you right now, if I'm top 5, I'm not taking Jeremiah Smith. I was on record saying Marvin Harrison is not a guaranteed fucking lock. And he looks like shit. He looks
like 1 year.
No.
Yes.
No.
It's been 2 years?
Yes, it's been 2 years, and his practice film looks like AI. It's so bad. He looks like Mr. Universe. He looks like Ronnie Coleman. He has too much muscle on him. We've seen Ohio State receivers David Boston do this shit before, where they spend too much time in the fucking gym instead of at the jugs machine. He looks like shit. There is and there is
undersized, though.
Underside? Oh no,
not wide, maybe big. Marvin Harrison is not David Boston. He's a lot bigger. Marvin Harrison's a lot bigger.
Well, they showed that. My point is, Ralph, is that they showed Marvin Harrison with his shirt off. He looks like a bodybuilder. I don't want that.
So you're throwing out a Jeremiah Smith because Marvin Harrison hasn't had a good season yet, but so we're going to discredit all Ohio State receivers.
No,
trash.
No.
Chris Olave trash, like Wilson trash. Is that what you're doing?
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, first of all, did Jeremiah Smith have a good season last year? He wasn't great last year.
He was the focal point of every defense that they played.
Okay, maybe he didn't have a great season. My point is this: I would go left tackle or right tackle if I'm top 5. By the way, this kid out of South Carolina Gamecocks, this kid, 6'6", 245, runs a 10-1 in the 100. They're saying he's the biggest freak. He could surpass Jeremiah Smith as far as receiver goes. And he has a freaking quarterback over there at South Carolina. You know how this thing goes. I'm not saying Jeremiah Smith. I'm not discrediting him. I'm saying if I'm top 5, my investment is to protect. You can find, we've seen receivers, great receivers in late 2, 3, 4th, and 5th rounds, but it's very difficult to find a Hall of Fame left or right tackle after round 2 or 3. That's what I'm saying. I'm going O-line. It sounds sexy, but I'm building from the inside out. If you catch my drift. So, have you guys seen this kid out of South Carolina? Holy moly! Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Yeah. So that's where we stand with that. What else is up in the NFL?
Eddie, I'll show you this real quick. This is Bleacher Report's top 25 way too early draft prospects for 2027.
Yeah, now we're talking, baby.
This is exactly your deal. So let's say Raiders get like worst case scenario, top 8 pick, right?
Yeah.
Out of these, let's probably say top 10. Who would you be most willing to draft?
I'm telling you right now, give me an edge. Give me the kid give me the offensive tackle from Texas, or give me the defense or defensive end from Texas. I want to build inside out. And you can never go wrong with another corner, but they went heavy corner in this
I think we
last
drafted
draft.
like 3 or 4 corners. Yeah.
Yeah. So you don't go corner. But when is the last time a receiver has worked out at pick number 1?
Well, you're not picking number 1. This is just the best players, right? These are the grades of the players, right? So you're not taking, if the Raiders have the number 1 pick, you trade out of that, obviously.
Yeah.
But to me, when you look at the Raiders, right? We can look at the Bengals, who got to the Super Bowl with a mid defense, and they had Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, and the running back who ended up in Houston. What was his name? So they had those guys. So imagine if you have Brock Bowers there and Ashton Genty, and now you add Jeremiah Smith to that. With Brock Bowers, who's probably going to catch another 90 balls this year, right?
More.
But whatever. But he's going to have 90 plus catches this year. He's probably going to have 1,200 plus yards, et cetera, et cetera. And then add a Jeremiah Smith to that. It's kind of like a Travis Kelce type player, and you're adding pieces to that. So to me, I would go Jeremiah Smith at the 4 pick or the 5 pick, or because you're adding to what you've already drafted. And the Raiders, what did they draft in the first round last year? Running back. So they've drafted a running back, a tight end, and now a quarterback. Go out and get a receiver and just fucking complete it. Right. And then you can add, because you can maybe get a tackle in free agency that somebody doesn't want to pay, and you have the money to pay. So, but that's just me.
In the last, I'll go back to 2021 is when they had the best receiver draft. This year we had Cardinal Tate and Jordan Tyson at 4 and 8 for receiver. 2025 we had Travis Hunter at 2 and Ted McMillan at 8.
Which 2024, Travis Hunter was a terrible pick, but
yes,
still early.
2024.
Yeah.
At 4, we had Marvin Harrison. 6, we had Malik Neighbors. 9, we had Rome Odunze. None in 2023. The highest receiver selected was number 20, and that was JSN, Ohio State. 2022, we had Drake London at 8, Garrett Wilson at 10. Then obviously everybody knows 2021. Jamar Chase at 5, Jalen Waddle at 6, and Devontae Smith at 10.
Jamar Chase stands out. JSN stands out. Jacob was a huge JSN guy. I think you were too, Eddie Money, right?
Mm-hmm.
You loved him. If you haven't seen it yet, they focus on him a lot. This kid, especially last night's episode, man, is the epitome of greatness. This kid he's humble. He tells his coaches to push him, tell him to coach him up, to be hard on him. He has a great personality, a great work ethic, and he's amazing. I thought he would be good. I didn't think he would be this good, and I think it might get even better. I really do. I think it might get even better.
That's your Hard Knocks watching.
Yeah.
That's your Hard Knocks goggles, which is why I don't watch that fucking show. Because it makes you fall in love with the fucking players.
Okay, no, but I mean, he was the best offensive player in the league last year, by far. He won.
I'm not saying no, but it's just like fuck.
Yeah.
Now you have, because now you're saying he's gonna be even better than that. It's like
But by the way,
I tell you something?
Go ahead.
I want to tell you something that I wanted to use on You're Fired, and I totally forgot. We're on the Raiders, so I bring it up. I don't know if you guys have seen that trend where these people say, "Oh," and I think Barstool might have started. I don't know who the fuck started it, but say something when you hear a player better than you, right, or better than this guy. And they did Max Crosby. And the
Oh, I
thing
haven't
is,
seen that.
okay, so they did Max Crosby, and I don't remember who the first guy was. Oh, the first guy was Micah Parsons, right? And
Mhm.
so we've yet to see Micah complete a season, play all 17 games. Fuck, I don't even think we've seen him play 16 games. So he was first, and then second was Myles Garrett. And this man says nothing, and I stopped watching the video because listen,
can't
I
say
love the
Myles Garrett.
confidence. I love the confidence in the player, right? Like, listen, you're great, and he's great at his position. But do you
hold on. Time out, Rafa. Let's wait. This is Max Crosby being asked?
Mhm.
Oh,
And they asked him say something or nod your head or whatever the fuck they do. When we say a player's name better than you. The first one was Micah Parsons, which I agree. Today,
Yeah.
maybe Max is better than Micah because,
Yeah.
like I said, we've yet to see Micah complete
Yeah.
a season at what he's either started, because we've seen him have amazing starts with Dallas and then kind of fade towards the end of the year. Last year with Green Bay, he started slow and he might have had an injury in between that. But the second guy was Myles Garrett. And to me, if you're a quarterback or a defensive end or any player in any sport, especially at your position, you should understand that the best player on that side of the ball in the league, in the entire league, is probably Myles Garrett. In the entire league, not only in his position, and yet you're not going to say shit. And I immediately stopped the fucking video. I commented and I said, I stopped watching when this guy didn't say shit for Myles Garrett, because Myles Garrett is clearly the best defensive player in the league, and which makes him clearly by far and away the best defensive end in the league.
Yeah.
But so that shit gets that shit should have been on your fired, because that shit gets me hot.
They went too early. They went too early on Myles Garrett. You should have saved him for like fifth.
You should have given like Trey Hendrickson, Nick Bosa, fucking Hutchinson, and then let him not say shit. And then when he gets to Myles Garrett, it's like, all right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, that shit. I like watching those little videos. But once they don't say something for some stupid shit, that's when I just draw the line and I have to make a comment.
Hey,
So
I can't even go. Yeah, I can't even go there. Yeah, you have to say Myles Garrett. You just have to. He broke the record. I mean, as good as Max is, has Max ever had more than 18 sacks in a season? I don't think so.
Listen, he's being great. He's great against the run. He's great everywhere on the field. He's awesome. He's a phenomenal defensive end.
Yes.
But listen, there's one guy, and it's Myles Garrett, and then everyone else is close when they're all healthy. TJ Watt, Nick Bosa, Micah, and Crosby, they're kind of all the same almost, I think.
Dude,
I would put them together.
Can I just tell you, like, I feel like it hasn't even hit reality yet that Myles Garrett is going to put on that ugly ass Dole banana uniform and dominate in SoFi. Like, it still doesn't register that they got Myles freaking Garrett, man. That is
he's a little hurt, by the way.
His feelings, or what? He's driving a Porsche?
No. He's been hurt. He's I don't know if he's back at practice, but he missed the start of training camp.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, whatever, man. Like I said, the Rams, McVay. When it's all said and done, Rafa, I know there's a lot of stuff making fun about McVay. That one guy, he does a great impression of McVay. He puts his hair all spiked up. I'm sure you've seen it. It's freaking hilarious. But if McVay wins another Super Bowl, he's going to be up there at the top.
At the top of what?
5 coaches of all time.
That's a crazy work.
Crazy. I mean,
that's a crazy take.
So he has a coaching tree. Anyone that he rubs shoulders.
No. You're talking about him winning a Super Bowl. You can have a tree, whatever the fuck you want. He doesn't even have the biggest tree.
So of course he's the youngest.
Right, Eddie. But listen, you brought this up. Let's say hypothetical, the Rams win the Super Bowl. You're putting them in your top 5.
I think I might. Well, obviously.
So I'm just gonna go 5 off the dome, just real quick.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm gonna go Lombardi, right? Because we have to, because it's the fucking thing
Yeah.
we got to do. Andy Reid, Belichick, Bill Walsh. Am I lying?
I'm Bill Parcells.
Bill Parcells, right there. And then there's other guys that have won plenty of Super Bowls, like Jimmy Johnson. Okay, which you can't knock. Maybe Chuck Noll, maybe Bill Cowher, who did it for so long, although only won one Super Bowl. Chuck Noll won how many Super Bowls? Like, there's a lot of coaches that are up there. You can maybe even go Mike Holmgren, although I believe he only won once, or he might have won 2 Super Bowls.
No, I would go Tony Dungy before Michael. I mean,
Tony Dungy won 2 Super Bowls. Holmgren has a huge coaching tree, and I believe Brett Favre won 2 Super Bowls, right?
yeah.
So how about Mike Shanahan? 2 Super Bowls with Denver. How many AFC title games did he get to? Like, I mean, there's a lot of guys, and then for you to just throw out this little schmuck in there like that,
I'm going
work.
Belichick, Parcells, Bill Walsh, and then that's
Andy Reid.
God, man. I was thinking that I don't want, and
He has
I
3
can't
Super Bowls.
I can't play both sides because
He has 3
I
Super
know.
Bowl wins.
Okay,
With,
Andy Reid.
what, 5 Super Bowl appearances
Andy
or
Reid.
6?
Andy Reid's right there. Andy Reid is right there.
Andy Reid is way up there. I believe he's got 3 Super Bowls with 6 appearances. If I'm not
I have him
mistaken.
at 4.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
All right.
And I haven't even put Lombardi in there yet.
So let me, Eddie, you ask all the questions. I'm gonna ask a question.
Yeah.
And so this is for the upcoming season. Most surprising unit in the league this year. And when I'm talking about unit, I'm talking about offense and defense. We're not going to talk about special teams
Yeah.
because that's just above our knowledge
Yeah.
and pay grade. And let's be honest, nobody gives a flying fuck, right?
Mhm.
But if Devin Hester's not out there or Vinatieri is not kicking, we don't give a fuck. Let's be real, right? But most surprising unit on offense and on defense. And it doesn't matter how good or bad you think the team is going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think is going to be the most surprising? And when I mean surprising, it could be the Browns defense. It could be the Texans offense, whatever. What do you think?
Okay. I think, and I rate this team very highly. And I know it's a big unit. I think the offensive line of the Chicago Bears, I think the offense of the Chicago Bears is going to be elite. That being said, on defense, I think the Texans defense is going to fucking rival that Baltimore Ravens.
Oh, boy.
I think they are going to be great. And they might have to send CJ Stroud back to fucking Rancho Cucamonga with his shit.
With his fucking
Because I mean, honestly, Big Kirko should, I think they just need, think about the games that they lost where just CJ Stroud just shit the bed, 5 interceptions, like that defense. And you have the coach, right? You have DeMarco, who is that defensive coach. I think that's going to be a scary unit, Rafa. I really think the Texans defense is going to be a scurry. And I love Chicago's offense. I love their offense. What about you?
For me, surprising is kind of what I want, because I Chicago's got, they have a squad, right, to put it together.
Yeah.
They have all the offensive weapons and all that. I'm going to go with a team that new head coach, offensive coordinator who, listen, second-year quarterback. They're bringing in an offensive coordinator who we've seen him be great. And on the offensive side of the ball, he came in, he went to be a head coach. He got to the playoffs, whatever, with a quarterback who wasn't that great. This team, though, and listen, I'm not a big fan of the head coach, but it's kind of growing on me a little bit, and I think they're giving him a second chance. To me, I'm going to say surprising unit. And listen, surprising compared to what they did last year. I'm going to go with the Tennessee Titans on offense. As I said, surprising unit. Yeah, that's a bold statement and a hot take. And listen, I'm not saying they're going to be an amazing unit. I'm saying they're going to surprise you on how good they're going to be on that offensive side of the ball. A lot better than they were last year. Second-year quarterback, you have Dable going to call the plays on offense.
Yeah.
So and I think Salah's going to let him just roll with the offense, not get involved at all, right, and just let him go. I think Tennessee's going to surprise some people on offense. And on defense, I'm going to go with the team I mentioned earlier. I'm going to go with the Cleveland Browns. I think
I was
on
going to say
defense,
that.
just a surprising defense. I don't think they're going to be an amazing defense. I think they're going to be a top 10 defense. But I'm with you, Eddie, on the Texans. I think they're going to be a phenomenal defense. I think the Texans, maybe even the Rams, those two defenses, maybe even the Ravens defense. But I think the Texans by far and away. But I think the Browns defense is going to be a surprising. They're going to surprise some people this year with the Titans offense. I want to give you something that we don't expect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's where I wanted to go with that.
What do you
Kind of
think
give you
about?
those are teams that we don't talk about.
What do you think about? What difference do you think Mike McDaniel makes in LA with the Chargers on offense? You think it's just going to be just a huge jump? Like,
I think it's going to be.
I'm very curious. I'm very curious to see that offense.
I think it's going to be a big jump because of what Harbaugh wants to do, right? He wants to run the ball. We saw McDaniels in Miami and with the Niners get running backs that weren't Mostert and Achane and those guys.
Yeah.
And they did it. He did it in San Francisco with
Yeah.
Mostert and he had like 3 backs that nobody even fucking heard of.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they were really good, right? So I think he's going to add a more of a dynamic run game to and that's what Harbaugh wants to do, and I think that's why Harbaugh brought him in. We know he's super creative, but he's really creative in that run game.
He is.
So to me, I think that's going to be a huge improvement for them, and obviously having 2 really really good tackles and upgrading that offensive line, it's going to help you, and it's going to give you a lot more time back there to make things happen. And some dynamic stuff. I think it's really good for them. And we'll see. And, listen, maybe they put on a show on offense and maybe he gets another job in a year or 2, right? Or maybe he's just a guy that can't be a head coach and has to be an offensive coordinator forever. Like we've seen Spags on the defensive side of the ball.
He doesn't have that personality. He's too off.
I think Miami did that to him, Eddie. I think the Miami life did that to him. Where it felt like he wanted to be. It felt like he wanted to be Sue Miami, and he wanted to be to be just too Miami. I think is what it was. So maybe he tones that down, and Harbaugh probably had that. Listen, we can't have you in off whites on the sidelines. We can't have you have a fashion show every week because you're not the focal point. Yes, you're not the focal point here. But I think that offense. I think they're going to be dynamic. Eddie, I think that offense is going to be dynamic because you have a McConkey, you have the back, you have the line, the quarterback obviously is there, and all the people are talking shit because he's cuddling with the girl on the sideline and all that shit, and but I think that offense is going to be a dynamic group.
Not too. I want to keep it in the AFC West, Eddie Money, and this for you as well, Rafa. Listen, I am a Raiders fan, so take this in stride. But do you see Jalen Waddle like being that dude? I think they gave him too much. I don't see Jalen Waddle as a number 1.
It's hard to see him as a number 1 because we've seen him with Tua. We saw him with Tyreek. Yeah. He's a big play. He's a playmaker. He can make big plays, right? You can throw it, you can dump it off to him at 3 yards and he can take a screen fucking 80, right? Like it's just, I think it adds a big play guy to the team. I don't know. I agree with you. I think they gave up way too much for him, which was crazy, and we said it. But I think this offense needed a playmaker, a home run hitter. Yeah. They needed a home run hitter. This guy can hit home runs. True. He can hit home runs. He can stretch the field. It's a different look for them, and for them it's going to be about Bo Nix being healthy to start the season and so on, right? And if he's healthy, because we saw how bad they were in that title game. Without Bo. So and we know how good that defense is. So I agree with you. Too much. They gave up too much. Let's see what he can do. Can he have 1,200 yards receiving? Can he have 80 catches? It's within his. I think it's in his. I think he can get it done.
Eddie Money, you're a big prop guy. Are you a Waddle guy? Like, where do you see him going in a fantasy draft? He's going to be their number 1. Are you a believer that Waddle's going to make a huge impact?
I'm a Waddle believer, but I'm not really a Bo Nix believer. So, kind of a weird line, which is weird because I did like Cortland Sutton last year. He plays differently than Waddle. And he was more so their main target. So it'll be interesting to see how the offense runs with more options at receiver, and a good slot and a good outside guy.
Yeah.
So their offense, in theory, should be a lot better this year.
Yeah, I agree, but yeah, everyone's making a big hoo-ha but Waddle. I just didn't see it. Where to next?
Where are we at? We went over
Well,
Raiders.
Went
Go ahead,
over
Robert.
Raiders, went over the Chargers. We haven't really touched on the Chiefs too much.
Can we do the Chiefs? Can we break down the Chiefs schedule? I want to do it.
Okay, let's do it. I'll join you, but you can
Yeah.
lead it. You can lead that. I know you're going to have some sort of bias because you're hate for Kansas City. So I'm going to pull up the schedule for me here, so I can go along with you and just totally
Yeah.
tell you you're fucking crazy.
Put it on the screen for you guys as well.
Yes.
Boom. All right. So week 1, starting off at home against Denver.
At home against Denver, I'm going loss. Patrick's his first game back. He's gonna start. I think they're gonna have to grow in to him not taking off as much. And he said it. I'm not gonna run as much. So I'm giving a loss. Rafa.
Week 1, both injured quarterbacks. We'll see. I'll give them a win. Just because.
Week 2 at home against the Colts.
Fucking assholes. 2 home games really in a row. I'll go win here.
I'll go win as well.
Okay.
The Colts for me, we'll get to them next week. I think the Colts for me are one of those teams where I don't think they're going to be as good as they were last year.
Yeah.
Week 3, away against the Dolphins.
That's a win.
All right.
Week 4, you get the Raiders away.
We have that as a win. So does it.
Do I?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, that's a win. Okay.
Then they get an early bye.
That's crazy.
Ooh, that's good.
Very early bye.
Crazy.
Week
That's
6,
really
home against the Chargers.
Dude, do they ever go on the fucking road? This is ridiculous.
After a
They
bye,
back to back.
listen, after a bye, I'll go before Eddie. After a bye, I'm going to give them a win to start them off at 5-0, which is crazy. But they're starting off with 3 home games and then a game on the road against the Raiders and a game against the Dolphins.
And then Andy Reid's record off of a bye is
Insane.
insane. I think he has
Yeah.
2 losses or some shit like that.
Yeah, so I'll go win here for the Chiefs. I'll go 5-0.
Well,
Week 7, on the road against Super Bowl champs Seattle Seahawks.
that's a L
That's an
for
L.
me. Yeah.
For me too. For me too.
All right, week 8, they play Denver, but this time away.
I think they lose that game as well.
Yeah. Me too.
Week 9, at home against the Jets.
That's yeah, that's a dub. That's a dub.
Week 10, you're on the road against Atlanta.
I don't see Atlanta having a quarterback. I just don't. They say Tua's going to start at least tomorrow. They're in trouble at quarterback. Atlanta needs a tank. I'm going to put win.
Week 11, at home against the Cardinals.
Dude, what are they? What the fuck is this? What the fuck? Do they have 14 home games too? This is, oh my God. This is just ridiculous, man. Oh, my stomach hurts. Keep going.
Week 12, on the road against Buffalo.
This is
Oh,
their third loss of the season, right, Ed?
Yes, sir.
Week 13, on the road again at the Rams.
By the way, that Thursday night game, that Buffalo game, Thanksgiving night.
Oh, yeah, baby. Woohoo!
That's a short week.
Who do you got there, Rafa?
No, I like Buffalo, dude. You know how I feel about
No.
Josh. I think
In the
that's
Rams
Rams.
game.
the Rams game. I don't know who the Rams played the week before, and if because the Rams are going to have a short week. But I'm gonna go with the Rams. I'll go with the Rams.
Dude, Myles Garrett's gonna pick his fucking teeth with Mahomes' fucking femur bone. Like,
All right. Week 14 on the road against the Bengals.
ooh,
I can't give this team 3 losses in a row, man. I'm sorry.
I'm going to.
By the way, the Rams play the Packers on Thanksgiving Day.
Okay. All right.
Oh, that's a great game.
Great
Can't wait.
fucking game.
Can't wait to talk about the Packers, man. Good team.
Week 15 at home against the Patriots.
You're going to give them 4 losses at home against the Patriots. They're winning that game, Eddie.
At home, I'll give them a win. I don't want to.
Week 16 at home against the 49ers.
Okay.
The
I'm
thing
gonna
is,
give 'em a
it
loss.
seems like they're all at home because
Yes!
the road games are so easy. The road
Yeah.
games we've seen so far at Buffalo, at the Rams, other than that, Atlanta, the Raiders, to the earlier games, and the Dolphins.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
I
Week
give them a
17 at the Niners, or
Yeah, I give them a win against the Niners.
week 17 on the road against the Chargers.
I gave him a loss the first time. I'm going to give him a win this time. What do
Okay.
you got, Rafa?
Yeah, I'll split. I think they split with the Chargers. I think they split with the Broncos, and
Okay.
I think they scoop the Raiders because they'll have to win this game. Kind of what
Yeah.
we've seen. So like an 11-6, 12-5 is what I had mentioned before, and it's kind of
Yeah.
what Eddie has, I believe.
6, 7,
So
8,
right
9,
in there.
10. I was a little negative. I went 10 wins. But 10 wins is going to be that second spot, Rafa, that third, or maybe that wild card to get you in the playoffs.
I think for sure it's them and them. I think that to me, like I said earlier, I think the Chargers win 12. I think the other two win 11 and 10, 11 games and 10 games. The Broncos and the Chiefs, I believe, win 11 games and 10 games, and the Chargers win 12 and win the division. And that we kind of went over the schedule, and it kind of plays like that. I mean, you giving them 3 losses in a row. They are tough games. You got Buffalo, you got the Bengals, and you have the Rams, and I think they're all on the road, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken. So, to me, I think when you have a quarterback that's that good to lose 3 games, and listen, the 3 quarterbacks that he's facing in a row is Josh Allen, Matt Stafford, and Joe Burrow, and I believe they're all on the road. So you
Pretty
kind of
wild.
bitched and moaned about the early start, but that
Yeah.
ending, that that last third of it, or
True.
is a tough stretch for them, and they get
True,
the
and-
Chargers late as well.
And most likely, Rashid Rice is already going to be in jail by that time. It's like,
Their last 6 games, Eddie, 5 of their last 6. We just went over it, and if I can
Yeah.
remember off the top, I think it's Buffalo, the Rams, the Bengals, the Niners, and the Chargers. You're talking about Brock Purdy, Herbert, Joe Burrow, 5 of the 10 best quarterbacks in the league. They're going to face them in a row,
yeah.
which is crazy work. See how I threw Brock Purdy in there in the top 10?
Fucking ridiculous. I was too busy. Zach must be watching this on playback.
Zach might have started watching it back when we started.
Yeah.
And
But
Zach,
that's-
I don't know if you're on live. Westbrook over Jason Kidd for me, yes, as a basketball player. If we're doing true point guard, I think Jason Kidd was a better true point guard. And if we're going on true point guard, there's so many point guards that are true point guards, and by that we mean
Yeah.
kind of a pass first. Jason Kidd pass first, John Stockton pass first, Magic Johnson pass first, Steve Nash, Chris Paul. Those 5
Yeah.
guys all pass first, all better pure point guards than Russell Westbrook. When we're looking at he's a point guard and this is what he did as a basketball player, I think he's better than most of those guys.
Let me tell you, man, Jason Kidd, shockingly, if you look at his 3-point numbers, they're crazy high. Like, he's top 10 in 3-pointers.
Later in his career, Jason Kidd was a phenomenal basketball player, phenomenal basketball mind. To me, as a player, though, as an all-around player, a player like Russ, 28 and almost 7, to end his career, all the triple doubles and all that. To me, I think that's a better basketball player. But as a true point guard, I wouldn't put him in the top 5, right? As a true point guard. Because you can't put Steph Curry in as a true point guard because Steph Curry's not a pass first point guard. He might average 6 dimes a game career wise, right? So that's
Well, I mean, he played with the shooting guard in Klay Thompson. You're gonna put 2 shooting guards?
No. I'm talking about when we're analyzing the position, right?
Yeah.
As an actual
I get you.
as an actual pass first point guard. He's
Yeah.
not that. John Stockton, pass first. Steve Nash, pass first. Chris Paul, pass first. Right? Jason Kidd, pass first all the time. So
I want to say,
that-
Eddie Money,
that's
if you could look it up really quick. Jason Kidd's like most 3 points made. I think when I saw it, I was like, what? Like, when you think of Jason Kidd, you think pass first. But I think later in this game, he developed a 3-point shot.
this off the dome, I don't remember, but he might have led the league in assists for a couple of times, right? So
Had to have.
Jason Kidd made 1,988 3-pointers in his 19 seasons, shooting 34.9% from beyond the arc.
he
ranks
got
20th
a lot.
all time.
Jason Kidd got a lot better shooting the 3 later on in his career.
His-
Great player, but
His best shooting season was in 09-10 with the Mavericks, 42.5% from 3 on basically 5 attempts a game.
crazy work.
And that's why I'm putting J Kidd over Westbrook every day of the week, man. It's not a landslide, but J Kidd underrated. Underrated J Kidd from Pilot High School from Oakland, man.
It bothers me the hate that Westbrook gets. I think that's what it is. It upsets me that he gets so much hate because of what he did at the end of his career, where he had to adopt being a 3-point shooter because the league kind of went there, and that's kind of where and that's where it led him to, because he didn't have, and he still was very explosive, but
Eddie Money, we've seen this. Rafa is the defender of the oppressed. He's always the defender of the oppressed.
Because I can't stand that people actually call him Westbrook. It bothers me. Like he was the top 5 player in the league for a good fucking while.
He was.
I mean, let's be real. Durant, Westbrook, Curry, LeBron, and whoever else you want to throw in through that era.
Paul Pierce.
The mid-10s. The mid-10s. I'm talking about the mid-10s. I'm talking 12 to 20. From 12 to 20, he had to be one of the 5 best players in the league. And you could throw Kawhi in there too.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, that concludes this week's episode of Two Nobodies with the Mic. We will see you next week. Football is kicking. We're gonna maybe do the Big Ten or SEC next week. Maybe go 2 hours. Fucking bust it out, man. Bust it out. Shout out to Northwestern getting $35 million. They're gonna be good again. But other than that, Eddie Money, last words.
Look at that timing, dude. McBoob. Oh no, this crap is still happening. You guys just stop this crap. We're literally ending the show right now, and you're popping in.
We're ending the show right now because of you, dude. McBoob.
We didn't want to see you
on another podcast, so you're gonna go to bed now.
Yeah.
Go Mimis.
But next week we'll cover the Lions and the Packers, the Bears and the Vikings.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Big
all right,
news, by
guys.
the way. We didn't cover real quick. Going to throw it out there. Congratulations to Kyler Murray getting the starting job.
Oh yes.
Was it a doubt? Was there a doubt?
Hey,
Will,
Will Hanley. What's up, man?
What up, man?
There should have never been a doubt. And I think I'm going to go just throwing it out there real quick to end the show. Comeback player of the year, Kyler Murray.
I hope so. He's on my bench of fantasy.
There you go. All right, guys.
All right.
Love you. See you next week.
Later, fellas.
Peace.